Hey, happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. Georgia Girl, Everywoman Wellness and More. How you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Georgia Girl. And I was just popping in. For a little bit. Oh, it's Monday where you at? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's Sunday here. And it been raining all day. It been raining here. It been mostly stormy. Trying to get on camera. I was just checking out some of these backgrounds. Now you can use your own background when you go. Yeah, you can use different backgrounds. This is YouTube Direct. Hold on, now I'm back. Take that off. See, can I get on camera? My camera was acting up a little bit. Can you see me? Hey, happy Sunday. Can you see me? Cause my camera was blurry at one time. Good to see you, Shangy girl. How you been doing? You said it's Monday where you live? Oh, okay. But yes, today is Sunday and I was just popping in. I want to thank everybody who did wish my husband happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday. He had turned 60 on yesterday. Thanks to the birthday wishes. But I was just popping in, seeing what everybody was doing. I was trying to get a background. I was using one of my bags, what I got in my shop. So let me see, can I put something back here? Let's see. Put something springy back here, I guess. I guess I'll put that back there. Hey, I'm back. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? Hey, how you doing? Can y'all see me? Because my camera had been blurry. Can y'all see me? I was just popping in. Hey, can y'all see me? Thank you, Frank. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank y'all for wishing my husband a happy birthday. He turned 60 on yesterday. And we had something like a little fish fry and stuff like that. How's y'all Sunday going? How's y'all Sunday going? Hey, Mona. How are you doing? Are you feeling better? Yes, let's keep Mona in prayer, y'all. She been going through some things. She been up under the weather. Let's pray that she have a speedy recovery. I tell you, girl, it be so much going on. It be so much going on. That's right. You have to catch up with real life, and I hope you feeling better. I tell you, honey, if you don't catch up with it, it's gonna catch up with you. I know. I'm just getting over what I had to go through, and I thank God that I'm feeling much, much better. Feeling much, much better. Chest infection, girl. It must be something going on with these infections because I'm just getting over infection myself. I had a procedure, then they saw a stomach infection. Then they were saying I had a throat infection. It just seemed like the last 2 weeks was, ooh, but thank God for his grace and mercy. Hello, your garden is very nice. What flower is that? Oh, this just a background. This just a background. A background picture. That's all. Happy Sunday, everybody. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but it's a background. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? Miss Key had been up under the weather. How you feeling, Miss Key? I know you still got some things you got to get taken care of next week. Let's keep everybody in prayer, y'all, that is going through some. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I was just popping in, yesterday was my husband's birthday. So we did some things for him and I said I'll pop up in today, see how y'all doing. Hey pre-retirement. And thanks to the ones that did wish my hubby happy birthday. Let's keep Mona in prayer. Let's keep her at, and also let's keep everybody that is going through something right now. Mona, I pray that you have a speedy recovery. And you're right, our real lives does catch up with us. And sometimes we have to just put a hold on social media and take care of real life. Yes. But other than that, I'm doing great. My procedure had went well 2 weeks ago. I had some setbacks, but God is so good. I can say I'm feeling much, much better. Just was spending time with family earlier today and yesterday. Yep. You're welcome. And I hope you get better, though, girl. If you like me, you probably on some strong antibiotics. I was on some strong antibiotics. I was on some strong antibiotics for 14 days. And believe me, them thing wasn't good. But it supposed to help with infection. Because right after I had my procedure, it seemed like I was still getting where I couldn't swallow. And I'm like, and it still seemed like things weren't going right. So I had to call the doctor back. And it was telling me I had some infection. And so I had to go get like shots bite to bite last week. But I thank God for his grace and mercy. Y'all make sure y'all connect with everyone in the chat. What y'all been doing today? Hey, Six Bowls, how you doing? I was just popping in for a few minutes, for a little bit. And thank y'all for my husband's birthday wishes. If you follow me on Facebook, you can probably see him on there dancing. If y'all follow me on Facebook, I didn't put the video on YouTube because the copyright and stuff. But honey, he was feeling it yesterday. He was feeling it. I was shaking what I could. I was sitting down shaking my leg, my good leg. But he enjoyed anytime you have a birthday, it's a blessing. No matter what age you are, be blessed to have your birthday. Yes, he's 60. Ooh, child, tell me about it. You irritated? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Just one of those days? You catching on some TV shows? Okay. It been raining here like cats and dogs. It just not started to clear up a little. I mean, it been coming down. It been coming down. Okay, I hope things get better for you, Six Bows. I know how that is, honey. You have those days where you feel irritated, but I pray everything work out all right for you. Okay. Yeah, Mona, I've been seeing your comments and I saw what you said you was at the emergency room and then you wrote back again, said you was in the surgical room. I'm like, oh my God, is she having surgery? I tell you, so much going on now. Got to take care of ourselves. Good to see you, Ruthie. Ruthie said she's working. She in the background. Frank said he's listening. Thank y'all for the ones that's listening. Six Bowl. I see McKee came up in here. All of us been up under the weather some type of other. And I see pre-retirement had came here. Blood Vows. Thank y'all so much for supporting. I was just coming in for a little bit. Look, I done ate enough fish. I don't want no more that. I said, ooh, I got a detox next week. But fish is good. But it was fried though. But my husband wanted him some fresh brims. We had some brims, some catfish. What else we had? Some tilapia. We had another kind of fish, but it had bones in it. I'm like, ooh, it's pretty good though. But Other than that, I'm doing great. Like I said, we're in a new month. We just like still at the end of the first week of April. We got 31 days in the month. I think Easter is coming up. Easter coming up. I'm not sure what date, but Easter is coming up. Easter coming up on one of them days. I don't know if the end. When is Easter, y'all? Y'all know when Easter is? I know it's coming up. You watch Fatal Trey, how people acting, how people acting their days in the world. You watching that old movie, or you watching like the series? Cause I know they be having a series where real people be on there. It's the movie, or I need to get me some eye stuff for my glasses. I need to get me some glass cleaner. But other than that, guys, I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. A TV show. Oh, that is where they real people be. That's when the real people be doing something, right? Oh, they move you from the medical surgical because they needed me in isolation. Oh wow. Okay. Well, so I'm glad you're at home. Cause it ain't fun being in the hospital. So let's wish Mona a speedy recovery. She's one of my GTs over here. She's one of my Georgia troopers over here. And I know when some of y'all when I don't see some of y'all, it ain't that I don't think y'all not supporting. I said, something must be going on. And then as soon as I thought that something was going on with Mona, because I'd be like concerned, because people do what they want, go what they want, whatever. But she did come over and she told me, she said, was telling me how she doing because I was like, I ain't been seeing Mona. And then I saw her come in and I said, oh, okay. Oh, he said not with the bunny. He talking about um, when they be doing stuff in real life, those fatal attraction. I used to watch Snap all this. Y'all remember that picture Snap? Y'all remember that picture Snap? I used to watch that all the time. If I tell us about Baba, you don't need to be watching it. That what the women be killing their husband, or either um, the husband be killing their wives. I think he come on the Oxygen channel or something like that. Okay. Right, life stuff. I would watch that show. Okay. Yeah, people be going to prison on now. And then they be saying they been did it and stuff like that. Thank you, child. It felt like it was my birthday yesterday. It felt like it was my birthday. I don't know if y'all follow me on Facebook, but I put on there when my husband was dancing. Child, love to dance. I said I didn't bring it to YouTube because YouTube, they don't want to playing that music. I would have got a copy claim anyway, but I just didn't go. I didn't go live none yesterday on YouTube. I went live on Facebook though. And they still have their rules over there too. When I played that song with my husband was dancing off of, they had said something about that too. So I guess all these platforms have they rules, and they'll tell you using somebody else's claim and stuff like that. Swap. What is? Oh, that's a show. Oh, that's when they be swapping mates and stuff. I'm trying to find another background. I don't want all those flowers. We're gonna use that one. I just like that I can use the different backgrounds. Y'all like that one? It's like I'm in my window. I like that one. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that show before too. That's when they be swapping relationship. I seen some movies on Tubi like that. I'm like, how in the world? You don't know nothing about those people. You don't be knowing nothing about them. And then you going to go in their home, just going to start taking care of the children. And I know I seen one movie on Tubi like that. They swap. They swap, right? And they ain't want to go back to their husband. Why? What's the name of that movie? It's on Tubi. I seen it last month. So they want to, you know how some people be talking about they want to try something different in the marriage and it's too much going on out there in the world. People have but those people swap and they fell in love with each other. They fell in love with each other. Go. Hangover. He had a hangover. He had a hangover. You hear me? He had a hangover. Yep. But like I said, you supposed to enjoy life to the fullest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do some wife swapping. No. Hey. Damn. First of all, who is this? Who that is, y'all? Is that a troll? I don't just give away moderator stick. I never seen you before. I never seen you before. Mickey know my policy over here. You're supposed to speak first. Good gracious. Lord. I never seen you before. You gotta at least come over here a little while before I will give my stick if I need help in the chat, but I got some moderators down there. And then you didn't even speak to me. So I told y'all about that. Don't come here like that. Hide them, Miss Key. They coming back. My mom will swap dad. Us kids. For real, Mona. It wasn't that bad, was it? Mona said my mom would have swapped dad, us kids too. Then y'all more was bad children. Okay. But I'm gonna tell y'all how bad my mama was, y'all. My mama ended up dating two men named Sam. She loved her some Sam, y'all. I had two stepdaddies named Sam. Two stepdaddies named Sam. I said, Mom, how you she had a child by one of them, and she was dating one. And honey, she loved her Sam. They were both some good men. They said one of them died a few years ago. And I told her, you ain't gonna get them Sam. I was wondering would she still get them mixed up. My mom, I sit there and talk to her sometimes, even though she got the early stages of dementia, right? And then sometimes I be saying, Mom, you was something else when you were coming up with. To my, yeah. Yeah, she said, yeah. Sometimes she'll talk about them. But she loved her some Sams. And they you can't spell Sam but one way. Both of their names was spelled the same way. I'm like, ain't that something? Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. I was just popping in, see what everybody been doing. Today is Sunday, just the end of the beginning of a new week. And okay. Yeah. Let's welcome Renegade Garage. Hello. See, I like when people come in the chat and speak. You don't come in asking for a mod stick. You don't come in talking about, can I get a mod stick? Especially if you ain't never been on a person. You ain't never been on a person chat. You just don't do that. I like having some mods in my chat, but I just can't just randomly give. I have my regular GTs would come over. Georgia GT stand for Georgia Trooper. Y'all know that, of course. And so what y'all been doing today? I know Frank said he been watching. Frank, did you watch all the haves and the haves not? I don't have no particular topic today. I was just really just chin chat. Yes, let's welcome Renegade. Renegade, if you got a channel, if you want to connect with some of the people in the chat, just type the word troopers and your link will drop. Yes, that rain was coming down. You still watching TV? My Lakers won, Frank. My Lakers won. My Lakers won, y'all. I think we going to the finals. I think we're going to the finals, y'all. Purple and gold. Purple and gold. My husband was like, you watch basketball, but you won't watch football. I said, I be trying to, I be trying to get the hang of football, but I just can't get it. You missed it. How you been feeling, Miss Kika? I know you been up on the weather. Hey, welcome in now. Y'all know now. You come in talking crazy now. Somebody gonna get you up out of here. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you, Yo Soul. Thank you. Welcome to my chat. I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Okay. Okay. Renegade, Garage, just type Trooper. So they have a channel if y'all want to check them out. I'm happy that Duke got knocked out last night again. Yeah, I saw. I wasn't watching it, but I did see they was talking about who won and stuff. But I'm back, y'all. My voice then got stronger. I'm feeling pretty good. I had a few setbacks, but God is good. You know, I'm ready to put out some commentary. I'm going to continue to share awareness this month. I was sharing something about stress awareness. This week I'll be sharing some things about autism awareness. Because April is Autism Awareness Month, so I'll be sharing some information about that. I also have some autism awareness shirts in my online boutique. I normally, when I do an autism awareness content, I usually have people that can talk about what they go through when they have autism. So I probably have StreamYard, go through StreamYard if anybody want to come up and share. I know a lot of you guys that follow me have autism, like Young Riz, Joshua, um, Minister Terry. All of those guys does have autism, but I think all three of them are very intelligent. They have their own um, flavor of what they do on their channels or what they do in their life. And yeah, my mom and dad, they great. They're great. My dad called me. He had called me. He knew I was up under the weather with my throat and everything. And we talked for a little while. But I'm just glad all my infection. Whew, I'm just glad all my infection cleared up, honey. Cause I tell you, swallowing them nasty pills. Ugh, I believe them an antibiotic was making me sicker. But I had to take them. Yep. But they doing great. They doing great. He enjoying this rain because he's able to get his garden. Cause my dad has a garden, and he's able to get. He glad it's raining because he said he got some collards out there and some different things out there. I'm still at my daughter house. My baby on her way home. Um, she had. They go back to school tomorrow. She was out on. She went to visit her other grandma. She on her way home. Y'all probably hear the rest. So, but we had a good time yesterday for my husband's birthday. Hey, Miss Hot Pink, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm just chin chat, no particular topic, just popping in for a little bit. I was just telling everybody thank you for wishing my husband A happy 60th birthday, honey. He still think he a dancing machine, honey. But like they say, enjoy life to the fullest because we only have one life. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? I seen what you had sent me through the email. You ready for Easter, huh? Kenneth sent me a picture of him. Think he was with a bunny. He was taking a picture with a bunny rabbit. Yeah, Easter is coming up. I have to go, but I noticed you subscribed to my channel the other day and I seen you were live. Okay. So I want to come and say hi and take care of one. Thank you. Yes, I did. I think I went through somebody's channel, but I did remember seeing you. And y'all, if y'all want to connect with Renegade, I forgot who channel I saw you on, but I did connect with you. Okay. And thank you and come back and I'm gonna check you out some more and see what you got going on over there. Over here I do a little bit out over here, but I always try to stay positive in whatever I do. Thank you, Kenneth. And you enjoy the rest of your evening. And have a good week. Okay. Right then. So it's spring, y'all. They got a lot of spring festivals going on. A lot of people on spring vacation. Everybody be careful out there if you out there on the roads. A lot of people probably coming back home today. Some probably leaving because, different schools take spring breaks at different times. My grandkids go back tomorrow. Truth Old Pills put IBS to shame. Go. Woo, what you say? What you say? I was looking at the side effects for no antibiotics. I'm like, these things got me going to the bathroom. Then you're right. Cause IBS already have you going, but then you taking, but some of the side effects from it. So, yes, I'll tell the kid, I'm so glad I done took my last one. I was getting up to my last one. Ooh. My doctor said, you got to take them now. You got to take them out, even though they're probably nasty going down. But anything to clear your infection. So I'm just grateful and thank God that they didn't see no type of cancer or anything. Because when you go in the doctor for them to check stuff, they going to check for all that, whether you know it or not. They called me a few days after I had the procedure. Somebody, we got your biopsy back. I had got scared and nervous. I'm like, my biopsy? And my daughter, she a nurse. She said, Mom, anytime people have to go look inside your body, they be looking for everything, and they do. But they did see the infection. So, I used to tell y'all how my stomach be hurting all the time, my throat, it was infection. So I got all that, taken care of. Like I said, I deal with stuff a lot, but once I start and I see that I'm not doing well, I'm going to go see about myself. Because don't wait around on stuff like that, y'all. Anytime you're not feeling well, go see about yourself. Because it's too much going on. Who is that? Who is that coming in the door? I heard the door open. Who is that? I know your sister on her way home. They probably try to wait till the weather clear, but it'll stop raining now, so she'll probably pop it in here because she got to go to school tomorrow. She ain't going to want to go. But they been out all week. It's time for them to go. It's time for them to go back to school. I said they eat too much while they out of school. But my grandson, he had been on with his basketball little camp. So then my other daughter and granddaughter, they coming back tomorrow or Tuesday. Now they was the one went on the spring vacation. I usually be with them, but child, since I was taking all that medicine in my husband's birthday, I said, I'm going to be here with your daddy. I said, we're going to probably take a trip in May. I got my little baby, and he and I watching his little cartoon. Yeah. That's the little one. That's the little one, the little boy. He and watching Miss Rachel, honey. He be making noise. She on her way, honey. She on her way. You know if she come, you'll see her all in the camera. She ain't gonna want to get up in the morning because they been out of school all week. You know them kids be out all week. They ain't gonna be want to go to school. But she all right. She lost. Big key, I forgot to tell you, she lost another teeth, y'all. What you must be going out the door. Yeah, we did more stuff back in the day, more than yeah. I was looking at a video. I don't know. It was just how you just be looking through random videos, and a lady came on, bill collector. I think you know what? Do those spam callers? Do they ever go to bed? Look, do those spam callers ever go to bed, y'all? Them people wake up calling 4 day in the morning. They wake up calling your house or your phone. But anyway, this lady was talking on her video, on her live stream, and she was saying that children don't go outside no more. She was saying children these days do not go outside. They don't. They too busy. I think my son got my other phone, but they too busy on that phone, on that game, on a what they call it, tripod, all those stuff. And she was saying social media has taken over, y'all. Social media, because kids, you remember how we used to be outside in the summertime? Y'all remember how the summertime, when you used to be outside until dark? You know, like days like this right here. You know, if it wasn't raining, we'll be outside playing hide and go seek, red light, green light. Name some of the things y'all used to play. Did y'all used to play some of those? Red light, green light, Mama May I, um, Miss Sally Walker. They used to do double dutch. What's some of the games y'all used to play outside that this generation here don't know nothing about it? Don't know nothing about it. They used to play hopscotch, um, stuff like that. Yeah, basketball, football. Scammers call me and test my Idoka Christian spirit, and I try to convert them. They disappear quick. Yeah. You know, like my grandson, he'll be out there bouncing the ball, but he ain't gonna be out there long. Cause they got the basketball games on the computer now. What they call that? The Xbox. They got all that now. So um we used to jump rope. And then when they call it double dutch, right? When they have to have those ropes together. I never could get how many of y'all did the double dutch? I never could get that jump rope part. Like you have to jump up and jump over and oh no. How many of y'all used to double dutch? Y'all know what I'm talking about when they do the rope? I think they have to turn the rope twice. Y'all remember that? The double dutch? We used to have the hula hoop, go outside and get on the, and, do the hula hoop. And then volleyball. We used to love to play volleyball, especially like in the summertime. Like if we have like get my charger right now. Come here, hand me that right now. You must have been outside. I heard you bounce that basketball. It real wet. No, my phone charger. It real wet out there because I didn't go out there. It's real wet out there. I need the cord. You gotta hit it tomorrow, buddy. You gotta hit it tomorrow. Yeah, play cards. Yeah. They yeah, my family used to play cards too. I wasn't a card player. I'm just gonna tell you. I tried. I don't think I know how to do it. Play pat. Pat. Oh, what they call when you get all the pairs. Jump rope. Hold on. Got my computer on. Trying to make sure I don't blank out. That little thing go out so quick. But what I'm gonna say, Mother May I. How many of y'all remember Mother May I? Anybody remember Mother May I? Old Maid cards. Y'all remember the Old Maid cards? Jacks. Stuff like that. This generation don't know anything about that. Run around the chair. What they call that? Musical chairs now, right? I see a lot of people be doing that a lot, the musical chairs. But she was just saying kids these days do not go outside. They don't know about coming in the house when the street light come on. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm just chatting. No particular topic, just popping in. You know, a lot of people were wishing my husband happy birthday yesterday. So I was just telling everybody thank you and just popping up and say I'm doing better and I'm back to try to get this channel where it need to be. I'm down to 510 hours, y'all. 510 hours. I need 510 more hours. And I'm just talking in general about, I had seen this lady sharing a video about kids don't go outside anymore. This generation don't know anything about going outside. I said we used to be outside until the night lights come on. Y'all remember seeing those little lightning bugs? Y'all remember seeing what they call them little not lightning bug, but what they call them little bug? The lightning bugs. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Those little light bugs. They be riding the light. My brothers and them used to be catching them things. They used to be catching them bugs. I'm like, what? Yeah, they used to be catching them and they'll put those things on a string. I'm like, what? Child, them kids don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. Because they used to light up at night. Yeah. My brother used, I don't know how they used to do. I guess they used to tie the string on their legs or something. I'm like, y'all do something. I used to be like, I couldn't do that. Yeah, they do the they now some people still play Twister. I never did play that. Grown people be playing it. Child, you like you'll break your butt doing that. How you been doing, Lion? You been doing okay? I'm bouncing back, girl. I had a rough 2 weeks, but God is good. God is good. Yeah, you said war ball, the lightning bugs. Yeah, we used to play dodgeball, volleyball. We would get some like the little bowling thing, the little bowling pins. But kids don't go outside that much. And I be telling my grandkids, y'all missing a lot of the things I did when I was coming up. Now, so they got all those phones. You could play cards on your phone. You could play basketball, football. A lot of that stuff they can play on their phones now. But for us, the fireflies, the catching the butterflies and all that, child, no. Going fishing. People still fish, but my husband said he gonna take my grandson fishing. I said, yeah, I said, he'll like that. Get him off that game. Get him off, let him get some sunshine. Uh, I remember picking blackberries and plums and stuff like that. We used to say we go to the country, right? It's where my grandmama and mama was raised at. Yeah, it was where my mama and grandparents were raised at. It was still, we'll still go out there and get peaches and pick the plums and pear. I'm a straight country girl, y'all. How many of y'all used to go pick plums and what they call them thing? Mustardine. Well, I call them mustardine, but some people call them bullets. Oh yeah, they used to put them in bottles and stuff. They used to get it like get the thing and They'll see one and they'll cover it. Make sure it make sure it don't go nowhere. But back then, people found ways to have fun, you know? And it didn't take no technology. It did not take any technology back then to have fun. Of course, when we came along, we started doing the Atari game, the Pac-Man, Mario Brother, what they call it, Donkey Kong. I remember those little games, Pac-Man. I used to like to play Pac-Man though. But that when things was starting to get in technology, but for us the stick ball or I told you my brother used to do to my dolls, y'all. They used to take my doll heads and play ball with it. They were like, girl, this doll ain't no more good. They'll take it and throw it at each other. I used to be so mad with them. I was, yo, y'all had football. Why y'all want to use my doll head? Even though I had to try to comb the doll's head and being about comb all the hair. Be putting grease. My mom used to wonder what the blue magic and all that stuff was. I used to have my doll head full of grease. I can sit back and just think about my childhood, and I'm glad I was brought up in the area that I did grow up in. You know, cause right now things are more advanced, more technology, and it's just that these kids still have fun. They find their ways, but if we can, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. If y'all could bring back one childhood game, if y'all could bring back one game now, what game would y'all bring back? If y'all had a choice to bring back a game, what would y'all bring back? Oh yeah, bingo. We used to play not we used to play all the time. And we wasn't playing for money. We used to use buttons. We used to use coins to cover the spaces. And what other game is? Monopoly. They still sell those games, but you know what I'm saying? If you had to do a game night at home, and if you just wanted to introduce a game to your family, what game would y'all would suggest to play for your game night? Just name a game in the chat and I read it. I would tell my kids, let's do a game night for board games. I probably couldn't even get them kids to do that. I'm gonna see what they say when they all yeah. I'm gonna say let's take a day, one day, or maybe the week. Well, I ain't gonna say the weekend, but maybe one day we take a day and just have a game night. Yeah, I think we grew up more happier, free, and more stable. So, what game, if you would want to have a game night, Frank? What game would put? What game you would play, Mona? What particular game? I would say maybe I would do like bingo, maybe bingo, Monopoly. Uh, right. First thing, especially my older granddaughter, she was like, Grandma, nobody don't do that no more. The first thing they'll say. But it'll be fun if you could do some stuff with, like have a game night with your family, do some family. I do try to do family activities with the smaller ones. We'll make some. So is it a particular game that you would want to bring back, right, for yourself? We grown, but we still children at heart. We still love those childhood games. You used to watch, I bet you used to watch wrestling then. You like those little wrestling men. I know my brother, like every crib my mom would give my brother some wrestling men. I'm like, really? Wrestling men, boxing gloves, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I used to like to play tic-tac-toe. I used to like to watch tic-tac-toe. Like do tic-tac-toe. When you do that, I'm talking about, right? Like, draw the lines and X's and O's. If you get all the X's, you won. You get all the O's. And then we used to play Simon Said, Rock. How they used to go? Rock, what is it? Rock, scissors, paper. And it was one more, wasn't it? Y'all know I'm 6 years old, so my mind is, I can't think back that far, but it used to be rock, wait a minute, rock, scissors, paper. Think that what it was. What, anybody know about that? Anybody knew about that? Rock? Cause my granddaughter be talking about that now. My rock, scissors, paper. I said, you know about that, girl? KJ, what wrong with him? Put some in his cup. He probably want his milk. Yep, that and it was another one we used to like to play. Tag me. Tag me. Is it rock, paper, scissors? I think it was one more. Was it five? I don't know. I don't know. That's been so long, but I'm just saying some of those childhood games was some of the best games. They were some of the best games, some of those childhood games. They really was. And I used to love to play with paper dolls. When I couldn't get the real doll, my mom would give me the little paper dolls. And then, you could put the little paper, change the little paper clothes on them, you know. But kids now, they don't know nothing about that. If I, like I said, I would, like when they come home later on, when they come and say, y'all, let's have a game night. They like, what? We gonna play on our phone? I was like, Yeah, another game was called Sorry. Um, I never could get that checkers now. Mm-mm. I never could get checkers. I don't know if I wasn't doing right, but I never could. I never could get checkers. Yeah. How many of y'all played the checkers game? I couldn't figure that game out. That was one of the games I could never. Is it rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Oh, I remember they used to be like rock. I think it paper, scissors. It used to be something like that, but I forgot how it go though. Good. It is so loud. Mickey, did you have a childhood game that you would have family night? If you choose family night, if for instance, you would tell your family, let's do a family night game. They have a family night, right? And that would be good for family to do, have some type of activities together. I know my children will look at me like, Grandma, people don't do that no more. But people do. People do have games night. They do have game night. And what game that y'all would do? You say you'll play cards? Oh, paper dolls, I love them. I could play with them for hours. Yeah. You used to play card with your mom? Okay. Girl, they used to play cards so much in our family. I mean, they used to have like, that's what they was doing. Yep, spade. They would have game night. Someone would win something. You're hemming up fussing. Oh, but yeah, the generation now, they don't know about all that stuff. Some people still play cards at barbecue. You can catch some people now still playing cards. And it was a game called Tunk. You remember that? You remember that was a card game called Tunk. Hold up, y'all. Dominoes. Okay, yeah. What is that? TUM. What is that? What is TUM on? I could never get that checkers. Chinese checkers. I could never get that game. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna see what's going on with my grandbaby. Y'all ming in the chat for a minute. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Ooh, jeez, I'm sorry. What wrong, Kyrie? But yeah, I was just thinking about what the lady was saying that children. I'm sitting here. I'm just in the background fixing him a cup. Children just don't do the things they used to do. But technology has taken over. Technology has taken over. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with having social media or technology, but you got to know how far to go with some of it. That's it. It's a good thing. It can be a good thing. It can also be a bad thing. I guess it'll be what you want it to be. KJ, why did you take on Kyrie and him? Yeah, he wants some milk. See what he's doing? Oh, KJ. But yeah. But things are different now, y'all. Things are different, and things are different. Hey, Rudy, how you doing? Welcome in. He just, Rudy be saying stuff, y'all, but he don't, we don't, I don't never, I don't never block Rudy, because I know that's how he is. So he might come in and say some stuff. So he just, I'm used to him coming in saying stuff like that, because he is autism. So if y'all see him saying something out of the ordinary, he's okay. You said Uno? Oh, how did I forget that? Yeah, I remember them playing that game too. But like a lot of those card games, I never did get. Okay. But yeah, the lady was saying things ain't, and it's not. But it's ain't. So who do we to blame for that though? We can't blame how things just changed, and our children now is just accustomed to what's going on in the world. So we can't blame ourselves because our children don't want to go outside. We tell them to go outside. Like my grandson a while ago, I guess he must have heard me say something about outside. Oh, really? you know, but yeah, what I must have missed something. Let me go back and check the comments. Okay, this kid. Okay, yeah, honey. Old school. That's what it is. Look at Mama. Mona, you must be feeling good. You talking them jokes about the only dominoes I could do was their pizza. Okay. Hey Rudy, how you doing? Let's see what she said. Oh yeah, you said racing. You said racing. Yeah, some people used to do the psych racing. We used to be outside racing. Yeah, they'll do that in tag. What they call that? What they call that? Tag. Something about tag. You know how people used to tag you, right? They tag one person, the other person tag. I think it's called tag me or something like that. Tom, a card game, you mentioned a tongue maybe. Mona, stop, stop cutting up, Mona. Oh, you talk about tongue? What they call it? Tongue? Oh, you like the Uno? I never could really figure that game out. Uno, I never could figure it out. Okay. I love making people draw four and draw two. What is that? You said I love making people draw four and draw two. That's a card game. Oh yeah, free tag. Oh, that's a card game, Frank. I made people draw 16 cards. I never did. Only thing I know what to do with card, like do the pairs. When my family used to play cards, I used to just let them play. I ain't never played. I didn't know how to do the chunk or the spade. I just used to sit there and would put all the pairs together. They call that pair now. Well, they call it. That's all I used to do. Cause I could never get into. Growing up, were playing those spade and all the other stuff, and they were playing for money, and ooh, folks getting mad. Somebody cheated and all. Y'all need to play for no money. They start playing for money. They start getting too serious then. But like I said, I wouldn't trade my childhood for nothing. What about y'all? Would y'all have traded y'all childhood for anything? I love my childhood. I was brought up in the country, and some things I wish they can bring back, but the technology is too much right now. Technology is too much. Y'all know when technology they got bad when they just started putting robots. You got to talk to a robot to order your food. Uh, they got robots doing different stuff. They have machines doing a lot of these labor jobs. Like what you have to do jobs by your hand. They got it's computerized now. A lot of this stuff have changed, with the time, with the age, and they take it over, honey. They take it over. But I guess it's all depending on if you let it consume who you are or consume you, It's okay to be on social media. It's okay to have fun. But just don't let it like the girl said, don't let that money make you, don't let the social media turn you out. Do it, have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with it and live and live. I was trying to tell my husband, I was like, all right, now that's enough. And I was like, he enjoying himself. He was enjoying his dancing last night. Just because I couldn't get up and move like him, and I was saying, go ahead. He wanted to dance all night for real. I let him till he got tired. I let him dance till he got tired. Then, because like I said, you only enjoy, you have to enjoy your life the best way you can and how you can. You said freeze tag, racing in on one plate, eat the win, excuse to get us out of the house. Eat to win. What was that? Uh, you said in the future everything will be computerized, bank, food, etc. I believe it. I really do believe everything is already computerized. Just about now you don't even really have to. Yes, honey. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll probably see him dancing. He would dance. He would dance out boots on the ground, but he wasn't doing it. he was, but he was dancing all right, but he wasn't doing the boots on the ground. It's a dance you supposed to do with it, huh? My children's about dad was just making up his dance on the way. I guess he was. But anyway, but yeah, cause right now, now y'all, when you go, you don't really have to go and get your bank statements or anything. They still send them through the mail, but you can get all your information online. Your bank information, your balance, all this stuff. You know how they use just send everything through the mail. They really know how to do that now. Only thing you do is make an account, log in. You can check your own um, account. You know how you have to. Remember, you have to call the bank and make sure you don't have an overdraft. Child, you saw the video, Big E. Did you see it? Cause I think it came on Instagram. Child, my husband was doing a hand. And I didn't put it on YouTube. I ain't have time for them. I ain't have time for them. You don't trust stuff online? Okay. You run with your mouth open and hope the wind you ate. What? What? You run with your mouth open and hope it was the wind you ate and not a bug. Us kids were stupid. What? Yeah, it is. It is. Wow, Mona. You ain't ate no bugs, have you? But yeah, you can keep up with your own account now and then. You do be skeptical about putting your information online, especially when it comes down to your money. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot, you said, it is a lot of scammers out there. Sometimes when I'm ordering stuff, I look at the reviews. I look at they would know. I be looking at the reviews. Like if I'm ordering something offline, if it's something I see that I want, right? And if I ain't never had it before, right, I would check the reviews to see. I would check the reviews. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, I start checking the reviews. Like sometimes I go to a restaurant or if it's someone I'm going for the first time, I'm gonna see how long they been in business. See if they got it good or bad. It's good to know where you put your money. In other words, I'm just saying. Bonus. But I couldn't even laugh the other week. You got me laughing. I was too sore to laugh. And I'm a laugh coming through. Oh, because Frank would have me laugh. I said, Frank, I can't laugh at you. I said, I can't laugh at Frank be having some funny video, y'all. Did y'all see the video where Frank was talking about? I still, I still can't get over that. How the woman was crying. But Frank, that was the truth. Because people do be crying like that. Uh, Monica said she ain't ate a bug. She said, I didn't eat a bug, but I dated a few. Sometimes I still get that catch. It is. It's the truth. Frank had put out a video. Was it last week, Frank? Frank was like, it was kind of like a reaction, I think, a reaction video. Frank said, how women be crying when they being broke up with somebody on social media or something like that. But y'all know when you get to crying and look, You know, you get it crying and not start to nose and you start doing like that. When you be crying and your nose be running, and you be upset then. You be upset then. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. But yeah, but I tell you, you won't see me doing that on social media. Yeah. That person that was crying hard, Frank. That person was crying hard. Uh, Miss Key, that's a great tip. Prepaid. I'm gonna do that from now. Yeah. Don't use your bank card. Use a prepaid card when you order. Yeah. That's what a lot of people do too. Yep. Cause like you said, people know how to hack into people's stuff. Woo. People know how to hack into your stuff. I don't know who that was. Oh yeah, the guy named Yugum. I don't know if y'all see him in my chat. Probably see him in some of my comment. He said somebody had hacked his YouTube channel. People hacking people YouTube channel too, y'all. Some people be hacking people YouTube channel. I don't know how they do it, but some people know how to hack your channel. So true. I got a lot of protection on my account. That's good. My car is like that too. I'm gonna tell you, when was it yesterday? I tell you one thing about certain banks and stuff. If a bank know that you're not used to making different types of purchases, different type of purchases, and they see that your card is being used so many times, they gonna lock your card. Cause I think I told y'all that day when this girl got my debit card, right? And I didn't realize I had dropped my card in the bank. Excuse me, y'all. So I went down my shirt. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, and I didn't realize and I have a habit of that. I had to make sure I take the card out the thing when you go to the ATM. And I didn't realize I had dropped my card. The gov hadn't got my card. I didn't even know it until I got an alert on my phone. The bank had to lock my card. The girl had to spend just about all my money at the bank, y'all. That what that guy named Yugam. I don't know if y'all know him. His name Yugam. Road of Happiness. He come on my channel sometime and he told me, I told him I hadn't been seeing it right. And he said somebody had hacked his channel. So I don't, some kind of way they do it. Some kind of way they do it. Oh, okay. Frank said his got hacked. Yeah, I got scammed. That girl spent by close to $300. Yep. I had just too long stopped work. I wasn't I think that was one of my last check I had got from the job, I believe. And cause I had went on leave when I first got sick because I had to be getting prepared for my surgery. That's when I found out about the thyroid cancer. And I think I had went by the bank to get some out the ATM or something like that. I said, people be watching people when they go in them banks. That's why I don't like people. I don't like to be going to a bank when there's a whole lot of people, there because you don't know who's trying to watch you and stuff. But anyway, I dropped my card. And the girl knowed me good. We used to work at the same job. She knew me. She knew me. And she could have just gave me my card back. But the bank alert me after she had spent made two or three transactions. The bank had alert me and let me know that they want to know, was it me spending my own money? And I'm like, The girl had went to Family Dollar and spent about $100 and some dollars. She went to Gas and Go and filled the car up. She and acting like she's shopping for Christmas, y'all. Yeah. So we had to end up going to court. I wasn't well at the time, so Judge just told me to go back home and they was gonna handle the case, because I think I was had just too long when I got ready to go to court. I had just too long had my surgery, and I wasn't able to, but I did still have to show up. Cause anytime you have to be at court, unless you get your doctor. So my doctor let them know that I wasn't gonna be able to be at the court because I had just had my surgery. So I had to get the cameras from the stores, where she got the gas from. That camera showed what she was doing. And then the camera showed when she was at Family Dollar. Had a bucket full of stuff, y'all. A bucket full of stuff. And she knew me. Who is that? Oh, 'cause I know Boots on her way home. They ain't out there yet. Um, she knew me. Her mama came back to my house and telling me don't press charges on her, and I'm like, but she didn't think about that. It was already too late because I had already filed a claim. The bank already had then took the claim, and then I had witnesses. They said they seen the girl enough. So she was just walking around with a bucket full of stuff, spending my money. Then she go, yeah, she go tell me I didn't know it was you. It ain't the point. You could know me. You know me, but you didn't give me my card back. It ain't the point of you who you know. You don't supposed to do those type of things. You don't supposed to take from people like that. You know what I'm saying? So she had to end up paying me back my money. She paid me back. She had to pay her court fees and everything. But her mama wanted me to drop the charges and stuff like that. She knew it was my car, but she still spent it. After she realized that, my name Amy. She like, hey man, you know that was your card? Oh wow. First of all, it doesn't matter if you know who I was or not. You don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to do that. And that learned me a lesson. Whenever I go to the ATM machine, I try to make sure I look behind myself. I think I dropped it when I was trying to get in the car. And I didn't realize until I got home the good and I already spent my money. She got close to $300 off my card. She really did. They said she was at that Family Dollar. It was getting close to Christmas now. And then she had a husband with her. She had her children with her. Everything. And they were asking her husband. They said, you didn't ask your wife where she get that money? So he thought she was spending some of her income tax money. But yeah, she called us and tried to. God bless her dead. She dead now. But God forgive me. But she passed away maybe last year. I didn't yell mad about my money because I needed it then. And when somebody use your cards, you have to wait until you get that money back. The bank got to check in everything. Got to check and see where the money went. And good thing, some of these stores do have cameras in their stores, and that would help me out a whole lot. But she called herself, tried to apologize. Then she tried to send a friend request on Facebook. I'm like, really, really? And I used to see her off and on. I would have never did that to her. Never. Yeah, because she already had a record. She already had a record. She had did that before. A lot of people like, you gonna press charges on her for real? You know she on them drugs. People try to use that kind of stuff for excuses for people. She wish she was, but she knew what she was doing. I didn't I didn't have to drop the charge because the city, she committed a crime in a store. She did that in a store and she got money from my bank account. I didn't even have to file no charges on her really because they did it. Because that was a crime. I think she ended up getting like probation fine, but she had been to jail before for doing that. That's because she was sprung out on something. Still, that is no excuse. If you is on that kind of stuff, you supposed to try to get help. Girl, I was so I was like, Lord, this girl that got my bill money. taken from my family, But after a few weeks, I said about a few weeks, I got my money back, but I needed it then. You know how you need your money right then? Especially when you being waited, like how we used to get paid, like, because I had stopped work because I was on leave. And I hadn't got a paycheck in a while, and I'm like, and so that I had to learn from all that. Be careful, with the way I drop, keep from dropping my card and stuff like that. But things like that does happen. Sometimes people leave their cards in the ATM. If I see somebody card and I'm gonna go and turn it in, what good that gonna do me? What good it gonna do me? You gonna go to jail? You gonna get a record? Yeah, her mama came out there trying to tell me, she'll just pay you. Don't, cause I already knew what she was doing. She was smoking that stuff and she had a little child. I'm like, even though my children were big, but that was money supposed to been going in my house. That's why you have to be careful when you, like I said, online shopping, when you're out and about. Like right now, they know a lot of people got a little money because it's income tax time. These stores and stuff full. You still got to watch out for scammers. And I'm not saying, like y'all be seeing people on the side of the road. Like it was a man yesterday. He asked me, "You got some spare change?" I didn't have none at the time. And sometimes I give people, but then I be thinking sometimes, do these people really be needing something? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the people that be in front of the stores, they might have a sign saying, "I'm hungry," or "Do you have any spare change?" and stuff like that. Do y'all help those people? If it be in y'all heart to, do y'all help them? And then, do those kind of people, yeah, you have to think sometimes whether are they homeless for real or are they just scamming people? Now there are some homeless people out there. Yeah, the man asked me yesterday. I was that when I was picking up that cake that day, no cupcakes, and he was saying, "You got any spare change?" I said, "Well, I don't have no more right now." You know, I'm like, and sometimes I be skeptical about people coming up to me like that because I don't know what these people, might try to do. Like I said, times are so hard. People are strapping out here. But there are places for people to get help like that. If you're if you just don't have anything to eat or you're homeless, in some areas they got shelters, they got people giving away food. They have people where they can help people. You just got to know where to go and the resources and stuff like that. Using my card and my wallet, just a shame my hand and they're reaching for it. Yeah, I try to keep up with everything. I don't try to keep. That's why a lot of people don't keep cash on them because they know how people snatch your bag, especially during the holidays. But you have to watch people all the time, but especially during the holiday, they sure enough get crazy. That's why if I do have my little bag, y'all notice I have it wrapped like I have it strapped in front of me where I can see it. You can't walk around with something in your pocket now. Sure. You can't walk around with stuff in your pocket. A lot of people have a habit. A lot of people have a habit of putting their phones in their pockets. Hold on, I gotta check this message my daughter sent me right quick. I'll be right back. She sent me a message. I can't check it right now. She'll see it right. But we do have to be real careful out there, y'all. Real careful for those scammers. You see, there are folks be pretending to be veterans to ask for money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And and if you're able to help somebody, you would if you know they're being truthful about it. So I said, If they're being truthful about what they're doing, and then you have to be real careful because people, and then too, you start giving people every time they see you, they're gonna be expecting something. You know what I'm saying? You know how you can start something? You know how you start something, right? And people be expecting for you to do it. But the one thing about me, if I'm able to help you, I help you, but I don't want nobody to take advantage of me, Because people, they like that. They'll try to take advantage of you. They'll try to take your kindness and they'll try to run over you with. And that happened on social media too. Some people try to take advantage of you on your channel if you let them. If you let them, someone will try to take advantage of you. Like when people give me for my channel, I just say if you have it to give, you know what I'm saying. If you think that that's what you want to do, give it. But I can't get mad at nobody else's money. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then you might want a little something, but times are hard. And if I get something, I'll be thankful. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to, you know, be a certain way because I don't want people to think, look, she just want money. But if I need something, if I was at Frank, you got about $2 or $3, I'm just saying. And if I had to give somebody, I would give it to them. Like when I was monetized back then, people would send me a super chat or whatever. I used to appreciate them for it. Anytime somebody give me some, like when my sister Toy sent me, she said, y'all know what she sent me that day? $35. I didn't even know it until I looked at my cash app. And she just sent it. She said, just because. Sometimes people give you something just because. We're going to try to do our little appreciation thing this Friday. We still got to do that before we start back up. If Miss Key be up to it, she been up under the weather, but Miss Key have her privacy, but she have been up under the weather. But I see she came in today. I think she got some recovering to do herself next week. That's why we didn't. That's why we had to put a lot of the challenges on hold because we taking care of some real life personal stuff. But we gonna start those back up. I told her whenever she up to it. I had to go through my personal stuff, get some stuff taken care of. So now she got to get some stuff taken care of. And that's just life. We got to take care of ourselves. But we still going to do the appreciation for Frank and Sassy. But see how McKee going to be feeling Friday. But like I said, I'm glad I'm coming. Like I told her, I'm coming around and she going through. And then I see Mona had been going. And that's just life. People are going through something and they trying to get themselves well and taken care of. And you have to. You got to take care of yourself. You got to. Because it ain't but one you. It ain't but one you. Yeah, but I was just coming on, just talking, seeing what everybody. What y'all had for dinner today? Y'all know I had some fish. We had some fish from yesterday left over. So what I did, you said my heart goes to those ask for money too. I give to the young ones small. Otherwise, they follow you to your car. Yeah, they will. And you still have to be careful when people do that too, Mona. Honey, they'll be trying to jump you. But I had some fish and grits. Cause my husband had went to the fish market and he got some fish and then he got some fishes where somebody had been caught some brims. So we had some of those left and I just did some for dinner. You can eat fish anytime. I just put some grits with it. Yeah, we didn't really have no vegetables. Mm-mm. No, we had salad and stuff like that. That was vegetable. That's what we had. What y'all had for dinner today? Or y'all ain't had y'all dinner yet? I had just came on. I did a little short earlier then. I said I'm going to pop up and talk. Because I ain't seen what really nobody done today. Y'all been working on y'all channel today? I got to check it out. I normally keep me in and out. Like I said, she got some things, personal things she have to take care of. Our health is important, y'all. Our health is our wealth. So, whatever you're doing to make your life better, continue to keep doing it. If you need to get some time off to take care of what you need to take care of, take care. Frank, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a lot of baked food. That's why I told my husband we got to get back to that baking food. But we want to get that fish. Now I eat baked fish, but I know he wasn't gonna eat none. And I know nobody else wasn't gonna eat no baked fish. So we fried that. But we gotta get back to bacon and stuff like that. But every now and then you want that fried piece of chicken or eat that fried. I ain't ate no pork chop in a while. Since that day I cooked some, I ain't ate no more of that. So for the next few weeks, the next while, I'm just gonna be trying to just continue to cut back and do what's best for me, and keep check on my blood pressure and all the things that I have to deal with. That's something that I have to do for myself. Can't nobody do it for me. And Frank, I'm proud of you. The road you're going. You saying you working on some things, and I hope you said you don't have a goal. You just like cutting back and stuff. That's good. That's good. I see you been walking. I see you didn't change your eating habits, and you do it. And if that's what you choose to do it. When people do that, when people take time out their day, or if you choose to share it with your channel, you just don't know you're inspiring people to want to do that. That's the purpose of some of the challenges we be doing. We try to inspire ourselves, try to motivate others and stuff like that. You had fish too? Fish, carrot, soup for lunch. Settle your stomach. Okay, yeah, I know. Cause when I was on that antibiotic last week and the week before, I had to have my stomach. I had to have something in my stomach. Cause if not, you'll get straight sick. And it was that medicine was like you could take it on a empty stomach or full stomach. But my doctor told me the other day, try to have something in my stomach. Ugh. It felt like I would throw that stuff up the other week. The medicine I was putting in now. Yeah, I saw that. You did a video, right? I really went. I think I shared maybe a video. I really wasn't on too much yesterday, but I did see your food haul talking about the strawberry frosted flake or something, and I was wondering what they taste like. Are those the one? 'Cause I did see when you did a food haul, and I saw some cereal on there. So next week I'm gonna be doing a lot of detoxing. Next week I'm gonna be doing me some fusion water. I'm not gonna drink no caffeine next week. My sister-in-law brought well, they about gone now. My sister-in-law had brought a whole thing of these ginger ale. They about gone though. I said next week I'm gonna be I drank those to help settle my stomach too. They help with my stomach a lot. It taste like a milkshake. Oh, okay, I seen those, but I ain't never tried them. They got the regular ones up there. I'm gonna see if they want to try them. I went to and asked you, did you do a video on them? I gotta check it out. Uh, I just came on just a few minutes. I was just looking around to see had anybody did anything today or yesterday. But what I'm gonna say, Mona, you must be got IBS too. It was good. Irritable bowel syndrome. That means, ooh, I eat cereal. Sometimes they agree with me, and sometimes they don't. Yeah. I don't know if Miss Key, she live or going live. I gotta see. Sometimes she'll text me. I don't think she been doing too much either. Cause she, like I said, she got some stuff going on next week. She got real life stuff. Keep her in prayer. Let's continue to pray for each other. Let's continue just to just stay in prayer. Cause prayer does changes. It does changes. Frank, what you say you been watching today on television? I'm gonna go see, can I find me? Let's see. My little grandboy in there watching his cartoon. I'm gonna see what I can find to watch on this. When Beauty and Blight coming back on? I think I seen them say they coming back on in April, ain't it? It's coming back on in April. Y'all going here? I just wonder if that man gonna die on there. They been telling Tyler Perry not to let the man die on Beauty and Black. The old man, the daddy, but I don't know. It all depends on how Tyler Perry gonna go with it. I'm gonna try to see it when it come back on. I know I ain't seen Mona today. Not Mona, but Angie. Y'all been seeing Angie? Hope she been doing well. I know her daughter was going through some stuff. I hope all of them is well over there. But yeah, I was just popping in. I'm trying to see it for the video on my computer. I'm trying to see the video Frank had did. Frank, don't tell me that now. Don't tell me that. You seen it preview? Hold on. I'm trying to go back to it. Oh, they already I know they've been saying it coming back on in April, right? Okay. You got IBS too. So I couldn't see the comments on the other thing. Now I can see y'all comment. I just don't do ASR. Put it in the chat, Frank. Let me check it out. Because I was trying to find it. Those Siri do look good. You live, Miss Key? Who channel is here? Oh, you live? You did a video today? I'm trying to see. Oh, you did a video earlier today. Okay. Yeah, Key did something earlier today. You going live later on? Working on your hours? Yeah, Key did some 6 hours ago. Yeah, I had been laying around. It had been raining. It had been raining. And like I said, I cooked that little rest of that fish. Okay, Mickey, you had some macaroni and cheese today? What is that you made? Oh, macaroni, okay. I see you made some macaroni. Child, I know cheese don't agree with me. I don't really supposed to be eating it, but I be hard-headed. That look good, Mickey. I'm gonna comment on it. Like I said, I can't comment on your videos through my phone. But I could comment on your videos through my computer, and that's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I haven't really been on to see what anybody been doing, so that's what I'm doing now, just looking at some of y'all videos. But you feeling okay, Mickey? You feeling better today? Yeah, Miss Key did something 7 hours ago. I'm trying to go with Frank video. I know Mona don't do but she do support. She don't do videos, but she do support. I be trying to tell her to get that channel started. Angie, she be putting out shorts and stuff. Hold on. Frank, you put your video in there? Also, I want to see the one about the cereal. Did you put it in there? So you didn't do a video with the cereal? You said eating on camera, I'm too shy. Folk be criticizing how you Yeah, they be. I'm telling you, some people just have something to say about everything. So sometimes, like when I did that video When I did that live stream the other day, them not gonna tell them folk to follow them. They try to tell somebody to come to their channel and leave my channel. I was like, how you gonna come in my channel and tell my people over here to leave me and go watch you? Now that was so disrespectful. I hit them too. I sure did. It's just the link that people go through to try to. You ate soup? Oh, you still okay? So you okay? You ate soup? So you feeling okay though? Oh, he said he saw the pre. Don't tell me the man gonna die, Frank. You know if it like those soap operas, they die and they come back now. Cause the people was in Tyler Perry page telling him, don't let him die. But I guess they just wanted like that. Maybe he got something else going on. Maybe he gonna be doing something else. Okay, let me see Frank video. I just went to it. But when I go back to the store, I'm gonna see what I find those. Okay. Let me turn it down because I don't want to clear my life. Okay, I'm looking at it now. Okay. Frosted Flakes. They look good. I'm gonna give you a thumb up. I'm gonna comment on it when I get out. Okay. Though your first time trying now? I'm looking at your video now. And I went in the grocery store today. They got the regular frosted flakes. Okay. I'm just looking at your video. So do it got some of those strawberries in it? It just got the flavor. Oh, okay. That would have been a good video for that. I see you pulling out that banana. So you put some banana in it? I bet that was good. Y'all make sure y'all check out Miss Key and Frank recent video. I just put my fish video out. That was it today. And I shared about my husband's birthday yesterday. I didn't even, yeah. That's about all I did. It had been raining, and I was relaxing in that rain. That rain was coming down. Ooh. It was really coming down. But Miss Key, I hope you feel better, and Mona. Now, I was going through it a couple weeks ago. I had told Miss Key, I said, ooh, it like the medicine was making me sicker than what I was. And I called that doctor. I'm like, oh, it's my, you still got to take it. Since I had an infection. Yeah. I had to eat a second time with it. Okay. That ain't gonna hurt you. That ain't gonna hurt you. Shoot, some people eat cereal for lunch, breakfast. Shoot, especially when you don't feel like cooking. When you don't feel like cooking and stuff, shoot. Ooh. I told them kid that fish had bones in it. So they didn't them two make some cereal. And then I had some chicken, like baked, like the rotisserie chicken. They ate that because I ain't want them to try to eat no fish with no bone, no kid. They tell me they know how to pick fish. I know y'all ain't finna live with that fish with no bones in it. Cause they had ate all the tilapia the other day. Yeah, Yeah, Frank, you keep doing what you're doing. And long as you are all right with doing what you're doing. Hey, James, how are you doing? Good to see you. If y'all have not connected with James, please do. You know, he's a gamer, but he does come in and I see him come in my chat sometime. He'll give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate you, James. Y'all check him out also. And James, if you have not connected with some of the people in the chat, you can type troopers and your link will drop. I'm just doing some random talk. I'm going to stop in a few more minutes. Probably about, a few more minutes. I'm going to put this down. You got district nurses coming soon. Love y'all. Okay, you take care, Mona. Don't overdo it now. And thank you for coming in and giving me updates on you, because you did. Because I was like, I ain't been seeing Mona. But you take care of yourself. Take all your medication, like the doctor told me. Take all them old big old pills. If your antibiotic was like mine, whew, I call them some cat pills. You take care, you'll be in my prayers, okay? But yeah, I was just randomly talking about different things. We was talking about childhood, how children don't do the things, don't go outside, in other words. They can't hardly catch a child outside too much. Some be out there playing on those little, my granddaughter got one of them things. Those little, I can't call it scooters. Some be outside on their bikes and scooters, but they just don't play none of those childhood games we used to play. But they have to be dealt with. They have to deal with what they're dealt with. Uh, Computers and technologies. That's what it is now. TikTok, social media, Instagram. That's what our kids are into now. They into the games, the Xboxes, all that. They're into all of that. They don't be studying about going outside. I remember I used to play softball. I used to go and play softball, community softball. And I see some of the schools still do that, but they don't really have like the adult. It's some places have the adult softball. Softball. That's what I used to be doing. I went on social media like I said, I started getting on social media in 2016. And my children were like, Mama, when you start getting on Facebook? They were like, because I never did. I was like, I ain't got time. I used to be like, I ain't got time to food that stuff. That's what I used to say. I said, I ain't got time. I said, it seems like Facebook, people tell all their business, they put all their business out, stuff like that. That's how I was looking at it back then. And then after I got out of work and got sick and started dealing with my personal problems, and I was like, I'm bored. I was watching the soap operas and all that stuff. Parents knock you on the house to have a, oh, yeah. And half of them don't be at home themselves, right? Half of the parent be out there in the street with the kids. Ooh. Mm-mm. But yeah, and then when I started finding, I said, it's okay. Because you can put what you want to put out on social media. Like what you were saying, Frank. You can't put stuff out on social media and think people are not going to say stuff, or, in other words, like show their reaction or have they 2 cents about what you got going on because you put it on social media. And, like I said, I share some things and there's some things I don't choose to share. You know what I'm saying? I talk about health, and I can share about some of the things that I'm going through and overcoming, but you're not gonna hear about my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like my marriage and all this. That ain't your business. It ain't your business. I might share birthdays, or you know what I'm saying? I don't come on here and say, me and my husband this, me and my husband that. That ain't your business. And I wouldn't want, or I don't get on here and say, try to bad mouth nobody or say anything that gonna bring another person down. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if you put on there you and your husband having problem because you caught him doing this and that, you putting your own business out. And you think that next YouTube creator is not gonna try to get commentary off of it? Because that's what they do. Soon you put out your business, they feel like that's something for them to talk about. You giving them something to put on social media. So sometimes we do have to be careful what you put out your own mouth on social media. You know, sometimes your own mouth can be your worst enemy. See what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people, if they do try to do reaction videos, they use what you being did. So you have to be careful what you put on social media. Certain things you can't tell on social media because the people are listening in the background. People will tell you business. That's true. That's why a lot of people do reaction videos. Because they be reacting to stuff you put out yourself. They'll try to use your own words against you. They'll try to use your own. I have seen videos like that where some people would, talk about what a next person do, but it be something you already said, but you get mad. You know? That's why I say I say what I want, I put out what I want, but it's so much I don't. I have my limits. Everything don't supposed to be on social media. Everything don't supposed to be on. Because people will take it and use it against you, or they'll try to uh, talk bad about you in a way that'll hurt your feeling, but you be the one put it out. Hey, happy Sunday to you too. Good to see you, Series. And thank you for wishing my husband. Yeah, thanks to everybody for wishing my husband happy birthday. He had a good time, honey. He really did. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. God is good. Every day I'm getting stronger and stronger. I'm getting more and more like myself. God is good. God is so good. Just like the woman who be crying on social media about their ex breaking up with them. That's true. If you come on, like, why you gonna, I mean, first thing people, when I saw your video, and I'm like, thank you. I'm like, why is she getting on social media crying about her ex? But that's what people do, right? Some people do it for views. I can't do anything for views. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm not gonna do anything for no views and click. I'm not gonna stoop that low to get my channel. Hey Sassy, how you doing? Good to see you. You been doing all right? Yeah, I was just popping in. No, I'm just talking in general. We've been talking about different things, and I was just popping up. I was telling everybody thank you for the wishing my husband happy birthday, and we was just talking about some things about childhood, why kids don't go outside and they don't do some of the things that we was doing when we was coming up. We used to stay outside. Some of us stayed outside till the night lights came on and things like that. Yeah, I'm doing okay. God is good. I'm doing pretty good compared to how I was about 2 weeks ago. God is good. Yeah, but everything done changed now. And I was just talking about some things like my grandkid. I said I was gonna tell my grandkid they have a game night. Do some of y'all do stuff with your family like game night or try to do some things with your family? Yeah, he is all the time. I said if I were to tell my kid, let's play Monopoly. Let's do a game night. Them kid probably look at me like, come on, folks don't do that no more. But people still do game night. They do board games and stuff. But these kids these days, if you ain't got no game on that phone they like to play, they ain't gonna do that stuff we used to do. We used to play volleyball outside. We used to like we were just naming some stuff we were doing as we was growing up that they don't even do. Them children ain't going out there though. Unless they gonna take their iPods and their games with them. Uno, yeah, we was talking about that too today. Frank said he's a love Uno. But y'all know what I'm saying, how times have changed. Children don't like to be outside. And you know how when you have people over to your house and you have grown people, then you got your kids. That's it's like all of them be mixed up in there together. I be telling my grandkids, like, we have people over, grown people be over, they know when we talking business and things like that, they know to be in a room. They know not to come in there and interrupt. Because that's the way we was brought up. You can't come in there and interrupt grown people. Like sometimes when I be live, I be have to get on my little baby because I be saying, you wait till grandma get through talking, then I'll let you get on live. I have to let her know, because I was brought up that way. Our grandmas used to run us out the room. When they say grown folk talking now. Y'all remember them days when your grandmamas and parents used to tell you that? Um, they'll tell you quick. Go on in that room. Go outside. Child, these kids will look at you now. It's hot out that door. You look. You try to send a child out there in the summertime. First thing they gonna say, it's hot out there. I don't want to go out there. Yeah, it's so much going on. It is. And my daughter's neighborhood is quiet, but I still don't trust people like that because it's like I said, in the area up here where we at, it's a lot of violence, y'all. It's a lot of shooting, and some of them be kids. So we don't let our grandkids. My grandkids just don't roam the street. They don't. That one thing we don't do. We don't let them do all that. No, nope. Like my grandson, he 13. They got a lot of little gangs up here. He was at a tournament yesterday, so he been gone. So they been on spring break. So they do stuff like with the school and stuff like that. But boys just how kids, how we used to just get not run free, but go out and play in the street and have fun with your next door neighbor and maybe people cross town. You can't do that now. You can't just go to people's houses because, whew, these people pull a gun out on you too. I'm just saying things are different. So the only thing we gotta do is keep praying and praying for our children's safety. Like how, when they go to school. I'm not saying things wasn't bad back then, but right now things are so. Oh no, be scared to send your kid to school these days. I can remember what last year, just a couple of at my grandson's school. Good thing he wasn't there. A little boy got shot at the bus stop, y'all. I mean, and it was gang related. Do I be telling my grandson, don't be no follower? I be telling my grandchildren, do not be followers. Cause somebody else doing something, that don't make you do it. I try to tell them to use their judgment, but kids gonna be kids. They gonna try to fit in. And that's what us parents have to come in at. Talk to our children, make sure they don't fall by the wayside, because some children are easy to be persuaded, especially like the teenagers, the young ones, right? They try to they'll try to tell them, look, if you don't do this or that, that's what they be trying to bully you. But we have to talk to our kids and let them know, look, you go to school to learn. We're not telling you not to defend yourself, anything in that order, but don't do something cause another person do it, And we were just talking about stuff like that, just talking in general about life and, you know, it's a lot. Computers about to took over. And right now we don't know how these food prices go. Are they gonna continue to keep rising? Are they gonna go down? Got the president in there signing this, signing that. I don't know what they talking about, them tariffs. They been talking about that. I gotta read up on some of that. So I don't know too much, but I didn't know they said he been signing a lot of stuff. They said he couldn't need people food stamps down and all that stuff. Mess with these people way of living. A lot of people depend on those benefits. That's why I say, Lord, continue to bless us all. Because we don't know what another person is going through in their household. We don't know. We really don't. But I pray that we all be blessed. And, just do what you're able to do. And what you're not able to do, you can't worry about it. Because like I said, I've been talking about stress for the last 2 lives. Because when you continue to stress, it will hurt you mentally and physically. But yeah, I'm feeling much better, so y'all probably see me do some more talking live. Like I said, I'm gonna be talking about autism awareness, and I'll be sharing some more information concerning stress. And I'm gonna just continue to take one day at a time, continue to pray, continue to keep trusting God, and that's what we have to do, y'all. And may God bless our children. I talk about our children a lot because some of them are misguided. Some of them are getting bleeded the wrong way. Who is that? Who is it? KJ, see you at the door. Oh, see you at the door. They're probably bringing my baby. But anyway, you guys, yeah. That's you, Boosie? KJ, who that was? Sound like my baby. That's you, Boosie? Oh, you back? Hey. Girl, you done lost another teeth?
Yeah.
Oh my God, who brought you?
Oh, Shirley.
Where she at?
Oh, sorry. She's coming in to see Mickey.
You need to clean that cage. Hey, Mom. How you doing? Ooh, look at you. You gotta let me know when you have it.
I will. I'm gonna let y'all know whenever I do the baby shower too.
Okay. Well, it's a girl, right? I got some cupcakes over there. You want some?
No, I don't need to be eating no sweet.
Okay. You ain't got the little baby with you?
She with her mom.
I was gonna say, get her some, cause honey, I got them cupcake ready. I know who gonna go through them though.
You already know it.
Yeah, good to see you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah. But anyway, my baby done came, and you can't. You really, really can't. But I have enjoyed everybody. You don't want them to see. You need to clean that cage too, Boosie. I was trying to check on it, but I can't do that with that guinea pig. I said, I'll be glad when they come home, cause I was like, I can't see about that guinea pig. He didn't get big. T told my mom you gave him some water and food. I told Junior to go in there and feed it. Hey, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy new week. I was just popping in, just talking. We were just talking about some different things. And thank everybody for wishing my husband a happy birthday. He was 60 yesterday. And I was just coming on just sharing some. We were just talking about some different things about how childhood is. Who? What's Shirley?
Oh, she came, Mama.
Oh.
By the way, who cake? Who cupcake?
Them Papa cupcake. Papa birthday was yesterday. You ain't know it?
No.
I thought you knew yesterday was Papa birthday.
I didn't know that.
Shirley didn't tell you? I thought you knew yesterday was Papa birthday.
I didn't know that.
Who phone you got? But anyway.
I know Shirley. I think he might that Shirley. That's Shirley.
Dad, go right down.
I know.
Yeah, but all right, y'all. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged. And I'll see
That's
y'all on
why
the next
anytime I
girl.
come here, you always be on your live.
I went live earlier. I've been on. Who phone that is making that noise? Oh.
I
But
didn't
all
know
right,
that was
y'all.
my
Thank
mom.
y'all for joining, and I'll see y'all on the next go round. Bye bye. Sure.